Welcome back. At the end of the previous part, we had a little stop here, had some lovely lemonade that we got from the old woman back in town. She was quite lovely, quite lovely. I'm surprised the ice survived, though, to be honest. Like, how warm? Why is the climate here in Crossbell? Ooh. Goddamn brain bee interrupting me when I'm trying to open a chest and everything. A bracer assaulting a chest, I can understand. But a cop? That's low, man. Oh, alright, fair enough. Can't argue with that. Mute. If my wish comes true, I want to become a bird. Even if I lose everything. I want to go to the place of memories with him. Jeez. What the hell? That's... Oh! That one stung. What happened? I need to know more. What is Muria's favorite brand of popcorn? Orbital Redenbacher. Yeah, that one needs explained. That one's beyond me. It's probably completely obvious, but it's one of those things. Blindsided. So, do let me... Sunflower monster? Hello, sunflower monster.
Yes.
What we got here, then? We've got Tio coming up. That's what I was pausing for slightly there. I was like, will I get Tio out so I can actually do the analyze? Because I'd like to learn about this thing. Right here, right now. Death Corolla. Alright then. Plant monster that roots itself into the ground and fires seeds from afar. Seems pretty simple enough. Oh, alright. 32. Seven what? Seven what? 7 colored beads or something. That's 7. Yeah, 7 colored beans. New varieties that can be used in 7 different recipes. Alright. Can be difficult to use since the taste changes with heat. Well, that's interesting. Does such a thing exist? I'll get to fight this, aren't I? Ooh, lovely Sepith. I hope your pockets are now Lloyded with Sepith. Oh dear. Which way is the right way? Because I don't want to miss this chest. Oh. That finishes that off, doesn't it? I don't want to miss this chest up here. Okay, I can't actually go that way. Oh, it's a lovely little bridge over the river. I don't want you. Ooh. Monsters appeared. It was just brain bees. Ooh. I had put a joke about law enforcement here, but it'd be a bit of a cop-out. Oh no. No. There we go. Yeah, we need to do one of you, because we've not done you. Well, so far, normal attacks are good enough in my head. I've had no need to really use arts unless it was absolutely necessary because I couldn't hit it otherwise. So it's like, good enough to finish this off just normally. Builds up the CP and stuff. I did use my CP that I did have on that chest though. Randy got poisoned and dazed during that, so that's why his health is super low. Back off, I want the chest! After that string of chest thefts in Liberl, you'd think they'd have some kind of locks installed. I mean, yeah. Good point, well made. Hello? Are we there yet? Yes. Finally made it. Elie, Tio, how are you holding up? I'm okay. I'm not sure how I'd be faring without that break. I'm also alive by some miracle. Though miracles aside, this village is absolutely breathtaking. I did want to see this place when we were in Cold Steel 3, so... I'll say breathtaking, that's a bit much, isn't it? Probably more in the realms of, oh, it's absolutely lovely. Breathtaking? Nah. A rural village, surrounded by fields of blooming flowers. It's absolutely mesmerizing. And there's a sweet smell hanging in the air. Is that honey? Yep. You can almost see the apiary from here. According to the database, the honey from Armorica Village is one of the area's specialities. Due to its quality, the demand for Armorican honey is quite high, so it's exported all across Sumeria. Yeah, I believe it. I always see it being sold in grocery stores and markets. This is where it comes from. That's right. It's rather surreal experiencing something firsthand when you've only read about it in books. What do you mean, Ellie? I'm just thinking aloud. No, I can understand your point of view very much, like places here, and things that are happening within the world. Very much stuff I've only heard secondhand. So it's very different experiencing it. A tranquil place like this fell victim to a monster attack. It's almost hard to believe. Can't blame you. At first glance, all I see is a carefree, happy village. Well, based on the CTF's report, they first spoke to the village chief for details of the incident. Okay, let's do the same. Besides, he probably stays on top of what happens in the village. All that's left is to find out where he lives. Time to do the rounds then, I guess. Oh, look! Little barrier thingies. They're adorable. Yeah, I just got impressed by little barriers. Yeah. Oh, you guys from Crossbell City? That doesn't seem right, considering the bus just left a few minutes ago. Huh? You walked here? You city folk must be all crazy. You looking for Chief Tolter? Keep heading towards the back of the village and you'll run straight into his house. Can't miss it. Oh, thank you very much. Well, that's that resolved. Hello? I like your hair. The magnificent... Milia. Alright then. The magnificent views you can find here are, in my opinion, some of the best treats Armorica has to offer. Phew, I'm getting sleepy. Wonder if anyone would notice if I snuck into the barn and took a quick nap. Oh. Maybe I'll sneak into the barn and take a short nap. If Derek found out, he'd probably end up scolding me, so maybe it's not worth it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Let's go down here first. Hello! That clean gleam of the water. The shadows of the fish outlined by the bright sunlight. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh man, I think I saw a massive shadow just now. Oh, what I wouldn't give to own my own fishing rod. Ash Tree Inn. Okay. Alright. Now that I've sated my appetite with a big meal, I think it's time to drop my line and see what bites. We were talking about you back in Crossbell. Welcome. Oh, you're first-time customers, right? You've caught us during our slow hour. Take your time to look over the menu, okay? My dad's cooking is legitimately amazing. Order something if you feel like it. If you order something, your energy will come back in no time. Celia is just so adorable. Her smile gives me life. Maybe if you're interested, you should ask her out or something then. Or how old is she? I don't know. Need more details. Welcome to the Ash Tree Inn. Feeling thirsty? From what I can see, you all look dead tired. Don't go overworking yourselves now. You know what? How about something to eat? I could whip up something simple in no time flat. Speaking of food, it's almost noon, isn't it? I better start getting ready for rush hour. Most of the farmers like to get lunch here during their break. Fair enough. What can we get? What's that? CP up by 10 cures confuse. Let's buy one everything we don't have. Oh, I have that one. That's one of the ones I made, isn't it? Lovely. Right, get out of the way. Oh, I thought there was a... In my head there was a door there. Weird. I saw the barrel as a door. Hello? Like a collection of apples or something on the bed. Just left there. Intriguing. Hello. Oh, did you come from the city too? My son and I have been staying in Armorica for a while now. A calm place free from the hustle and bustle of the city. This is the life I've longed for. Perhaps we'll move here after all. Is there a house available? Stupid fields as far as the eye can see. If we have to move, I'd much rather move to Michelin. This place has no department store, no theatre, and even had a monster attack a while back. Wake me up when we're back in Crossbell City. Well, his opinions are quite different from other people's, it seems. Man, this place is too cheery. It's just plain dull. Alright. Well, I wouldn't give for something crazy to happen like last time. Who the heck are you guys? Huh? Police officers? What an encouraging reaction. Police, I'll remember that now. But what do they do again? Oh god, that needs some explaining. These two bundles of energy are my kids. Cute, aren't they? Though after what happened, I'm afraid to let them play outside by themselves. Cute, aren't they? It would be worrying, wouldn't it? Although he wants some more fun to happen now as a result. Customers, eh? I recommend the honey, Armorica's specialty. Buy as much as you'd like. Excuse me, folks, if you need to buy something, head over to the counter. My grandson may take a little longer to get your order ready, but try to be patient with him. Yes? Morning, welcome to Rio General Store. I'll just bit my tongue. Welcome to Rio General Store. Feel free to look around. Grumps can be downright evil sometimes. Me working the counter? Unbelievable. Get where I'm coming from, right? Oops, probably a little out of line. Sorry about that. Let's see there. Model oval car for Lloyd's room, very well. Straw hat. That's 5 speed. That's 5 speed. I mean, very. Hello? Do need to see if I can get some new recipes at the moment. Couldn't find any yet. It's the best way of putting it. I went around Crossbell again. Can't find anything. Sure there's going to be some somewhere. I'd imagine there's some here involving honey, to be honest. As to where, well, that's what I don't know. Beehives. How strange. In a place known for honey. EP Cut 1? You're really going to take that EP Cut 1? Haven't the Americans been through enough? No. I think they deserve more. Hello. If things keep going like this, I don't know how long the village will last. What? Can't you see that I'm busy? Huh? You have business with Chief Tolter. His house is right over there. He has a guest, but they should be wrapping up right about now. Okay. A guest, you say? Kind-looking man, okay. Thanks to you, the transaction went through flawlessly. Thank you. I look forward to our next business collaboration. Yes, I as well. Though, are you sure that price is good for your business? It's 20% more than what other traders paid. I assure you, they're well worth the price. Given the praises sung about Armorica's specialty items, I think they'll prove quite profitable. There's no need to fret over my endeavors. I'll break even, somehow. Confident as ever. Always a pleasure to work with you. Please bring your beautiful wife and son with you to the village next time. I've no doubt they'd have a blast relaxing in the sun. I think I'll do just that. Take care, Chief Doctor. Yes, until next time. Oh, pardon me. That man just now. He had the air of a merchant about him. Sure did. Must have had some business with Armorica's head honcho. You all are... Apologies for interrupting. We're looking for the chief of the village. Are you him by any chance? Indeed I am. Name's Tolter. Are you folks tourists? No, sir. We're here to investigate the recent monster attack in the village. Oh, I understand. The folks over at the Guardian Force have stopped by a few times already. Unfortunately, they couldn't find any conclusive leads. I'm full of confidence now that you are all on the job. Really? This optimism is strange, don't you agree? Yep, same misunderstanding as usual. I've moved past the point of being surprised now. Sorry, sir, I should have been more clear. What's clarity got to do with this? Despite what you're probably thinking, we aren't from the Bracer Guild. We're from the Crossbell Police Department, Special Support Section. Is that right? Can't say that was my first guess. I apologize for the misunderstanding. The police rarely visit Armorica Village. I wasn't really expecting this. On the other hand, bracers are always coming and going thanks to Arios. Gotcha. How can one dude be so popular, yet so dedicated to his job? Braces aside, Chief Tolter. Can we get back to the reason why we're here? If you don't mind, could you give us a rundown of the attack? Sure, I don't mind. It happened about 3 weeks ago, on the night of a new moon. A pack of monsters snuck into our village, laying waste to any crops they could find. Fruit, wheat, even our livestock was hit. Every household in the village was affected by it, to some degree. And there were no eyewitnesses, right? Yes, unlike the rowdy city folk, people here tend to go to sleep earlier. After all, we get up when the rooster crows. Because that, we're all fast asleep. When people finally stepped outside, the paw prints and damage left by the monsters were clear as day. So no one was aware of what happened until dawn. Could you further expound upon why you think they are wolf-like in nature? Ah, right, you see. The paw prints left all around the village were from some kind of canine. Funny thing is, some CGF members were scheduled to patrol the Armorica area later that day. The time of day is interesting to me. It's like they went to bed earlier, so it still could be around the same time as where it was elsewhere, which was 10 PM. Just keep that in the back of my head. Once we informed them about the attack, they conducted a search on the perimeter just to be safe. But not a single trace of the canines was found anywhere. His statement seems to line up with what the CGF report described. That's good to hear. Like I said, it's been 3 weeks since that mess. By the goddess's protection, we haven't been hit again. To be honest, I thought this was a one-time issue. Sorry to hear that other locations have been attacked as well. Yeah, it's not a great situation. Yeah, I got a question. It's pretty awesome to see the villagers so chill after an attack like that. It's like the whole fiasco didn't faze them at all. Weren't your losses pretty heavy? No, it isn't as bad as you think. If you count the losses per household, they were relatively light. Really? I thought it was much worse. This is merely a rough estimate, but that wager total loss was around 100,000 mira. Still, no matter how much I try to downplay it, a loss is still a loss. It was a stressful time for the village. Thankfully, we were able to strike a business deal that'll help us recover. I'm happy to say most of our losses have been accounted for now. A business deal. Was it with the guest that just left? A keen eye, miss. Yes, he's a merchant from Crossbell City. Over the past few years, we maintained a healthy business relationship. After hearing about the damages, he increased his offers by a wide margin. Bless his soul. You don't see that kind of generosity too often in people. Sounds like a kind man. I don't trust it. A merchant, eh? No wonder he was in that fancy get-up. Gotta look the part and all, you know? Yes, well, Considering the shape Crossbell is in, these damages are the least of our worries. Chief Tolter? Sorry, could you explain? Oops, looks like I got caught up in the moment. Apologies, folks. Get all that nonsense. Jeez, you can't just tease a man like that. That's like lowering a slab of meat in front of a dog and taking it away. Agreed, I don't appreciate being left in the dark. My sincerest apologies. The ramblings of an old man aren't too interesting. But are you still curious? Yes, sir. Please tell us everything you know. At this point, we'll take any lead we can get. Well, if you insist. The mood of the music changed. Have you folks ever heard of the Divine Wolves? Divine Wolves. As in holy wolves. I do not believe such a term exists in the database. Just as I thought. This legend must be long lost in the city. A shame, really. Sorry, but what exactly is a divine wolf? Whatever it is, it sounds important. The divine wolves are an ancient species of beasts that reside within Crossbell. Stories describe them as wolves with fur as white as snow. You don't mean Jon Snow? Could these divine wolves be the culprits behind Armorica Village's damages? Of course, there's no evidence saying that they're the culprits. Personally, I would not be surprised if they were. You see, the old legends mention that these divine wolves are not regular wolves, but holy beasts sent by Aidios herself. Long ago, this land of Crossbell was a bloody place, rife with conflict. While watching over the foolishness of man, they would occasionally help the weak, if they so desired. At least that's how the legend goes. I can't believe I have ever heard this before. Something about this sounds familiar. I think I read a fairy tale about a white wolf when I was a little kid. Yeah, there's that book about wolves, isn't there? I'm pretty sure I borrowed the book from the library. Yes, I'm sure the legend of the Divine Wolves serves as the basis for that particular fairy tale. As I am sure you are all aware, Crossbell has undergone drastic changes in the past few decades. Once it became the center of trade in Zemuria, being influenced by both the Empire and Republic, Crossbell began to leave its history in the past. And with that, the Divine Wolves slowly vanished. Guess they were just fed up with man being dumb as usual. Well said. Those are my thoughts exactly. I believe that's why the Divine Wolves disappeared over the course of time. And if they have finally decided to return, I only think that this is an omen of things to come. How would you think that? Well, I've played Cold Steel 3. It may be out of my place to say, but I feel that Crossbell City has been expanding too rapidly and too aggressively. Last time I rode down to visit, all those changes left my jaw on the floor. It's as if people are so caught up in living in the moment, they've forgotten to remember the past. That's how I see it anyway. I don't know what to say. Oh dear, I wasn't intending to lambast you folks with a sermon. I just think it's possible that this attack might have been a warning from the returning Divine Wolves. I suppose if you interpret it that way, everything would make sense. But it looks to me like you all took the story a bit too seriously. Please ignore me. Those were nothing more than the ramblings of an old man who doesn't know when to stop talking. I wouldn't dismiss yourself like that. That was all valuable information, sir. I think I may even be able to tackle this case from a very new angle. Guess it's worth it then. Well, back to the subject at hand. You came here to conduct an investigation, right? Is there anything I can do to assist you? Yes, actually. May we have your permission to ask the villagers about the incident? If it's just you four, it shouldn't be a problem. Noon, isn't it? Perfect. Most people should be getting back from farm work right about this time. Some new people to speak to, I guess. Still an investigation, yeah? Maybe I haven't given the CPD enough credit. You may be a match for the guild. The only thing I'm certain of is that it took place in the dead of night. Don't know whether you'll find relevant information, but you're free to ask around the village for any details. Most of our farmers should be back home by now, or at least on their way back. Quite a few of them like to eat lunch at the Ash Tree Inn by the river. Why don't you go there first? Fair enough. Just wondering if that was like a secret door. Hello? Just like my husband. I was fast asleep while the beasts attacked. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more of help to you. I have an idea. Why don't you ask the people who live near where the brunt of the damage was? We mainly suffered damages to the apiary, livestock, and crops. I recommend you ask the people in charge of those more about it. Fair enough. No one else here? No. Divine wolves, eh? It was quite the story. Agreed. Unfortunately, there's no way we can confirm or deny their existence. Still, can at least count them among our list of potential suspects. What a very Lloyd thing to say. That's right, the paw prints found at the scene of the crime confirm the presence of some kind of wolf-like beasts, but they somehow managed to vanish without a trace. It's bizarre, certainly. If they left paw prints, we would normally be able to follow them back to their origin. Right, chalk that up as another mystery. We're dealing with something that was able to elude the CGF's investigators. And if they escaped on a path we could never follow, there's kind of nothing we can do about it. No use in frying your brain over it, okay? Yeah, you're right. Alright, let's start with gathering whatever intel we can around here. And considering it's already noon, we might as well grab lunch while we're here, too. I can't wait. That hike really stirred up my appetite. Same here. Always down for some grub. Why don't we head on over to the inn and see what info we can find on the way? Oh, he's gone. I was going to be like, I'll go speak to him first, but no, he's gone. He's scarpered. There he is. Earlier, I heard the chief mention something about divine wolves. He may be my father, but I can't help getting annoyed that he won't let go of silly things like so-called divine wolves. I just want him to start focusing on improving the village, not worrying about things from the past. What I'm thinking at the moment is very much the divine wolves thing is probably a story being used by someone as a means to scare people outside of the city. As to why, not entirely sure yet, but that's where my mind is going. But I also think there's another level to it again, which I think it's Falcom are actually using that as a way to entice you to think there's something more supernatural going on at this point. I think there will be later on, just not at this point. I think that's another trick from Falcom. Yeah. We lost livestock in the attack, which was a direct result of a lack of village defenses. That's right. The village has to adapt. Chief told us, no, Father's way of running the village isn't going to work anymore. Nope. I thought maybe someone was inside. You never knew. You never knew until you check. Yep, language is great there. Recently, our fields were ravaged by some monsters. To top it off, even our livestock didn't come out unscathed. We found paw prints of some kind of canine. Whatever it is, it's not from around these parts. Maybe they really were those divine wolves like the chief mentioned. During the day, you'll find my husband tending the fields near the village. He's on his lunch break now. With all this talk of monsters and the recent attack, I wish he wouldn't stray too far from the village. I've been worried sick. Ever since that happened, I rarely let my kids out of my sight now. Did those wolves do something bad to the village? I don't really know what happened. My mum came to watch me play a little while ago. Is that because the wolves started appearing? So I heard Chief Tolter mention that divine wolves were the culprit or something. Psh, we don't even need to worry. If they mess with us again, the great Camille will teach them all a lesson. I'll become a bracer. Can't afford to slack off now. Armorica, you're safe under my protection. I mean, good luck, kid. My store may not have been hit by those wolves, but unfortunately, the damages to the apiary still lost me some mirror. The whole thing sounds so absurd when you actually think about it. I mean, if some monsters were behind it, shouldn't there have been more damage? I guess we were lucky. I need to give an extra prayer today to thank Adios for protecting us like she did. You hear what Harold did? After hearing about the tough times we've been having after the attack, he came and bought Armorican goods at higher prices. You know, honesty and trustworthiness are key traits for merchants to have. Harold may still be young, but he's a good man. I don't trust him. Huh? The attack 3 weeks ago? You mean the one everyone's been making a big deal about? I was fast asleep when it happened, so I don't remember much about it. Plus, I heard we've already made up the losses we took. Why can't we just forget about it and move on? 'Cause it could happen again. Brain, mate, use it. Chief Torta already said that we've recovered from all the damages. Wouldn't it be better to forget about those monsters and move on? No. Because it could happen again. And that's the whole point of investigating, to see what happened so it doesn't happen again. Such a pretty day. Oh, you guys here to do a little fishing too? Not exactly. We're officers from the Crossbell Police Department. We're here to investigate the monster attack that took place roughly 3 weeks ago. You don't strike me as Armorican, but if you know anything about it, anything at all, I'd appreciate it if you told us. Oh, you came about that. If memory serves me right, I was trying to catch a python head. Alright then, python head around then, so I wasn't actually in the village. You can bet your horses I heard the stories afterwards, though. I see. Thank you for your help. We'll just have to find leads elsewhere. Sorry I couldn't be more help. But man, you all have to travel all the way out here for police stuff? Not gonna lie, that sounds rough. Oh, that reminds me. You guys happen to fish? No, we don't. Goodbye. A day as beautiful as this comes once in a blue moon. Would be a shame if you weren't able to kick back and enjoy the sun for a bit. It would. Ah well, goodbye. God damn it. Oh, I can't forget about this either. Very well. This notebook is an angler's best friend. You can use it to record every detail about every catch, from color to size. Are you sure this is okay? It's like you're giving us an entire starting kit. No worries. I'm a part of the Fisherman's Guild. Our whole mission is to promote the culture and greatness of fishing. It's common practice for us to have a few beginner sets on hand, in case you run into someone interested in fishing. You didn't even ask if I was. We stopped by their building before. I think I have a better idea of what they do now after meeting this guy. Hey, this is a stroke of luck. Now we've got a nice hobby we can do between jobs or something. Right. Well, one of us, not me, fishes. The rest can take the chance to rest. Rest is a necessity, you know? From what you're saying, I'm guessing you two are still tired from the walk here. Now that I think about it, the last time I fished was when Guy first taught me. Once Guy joined the police, never had much time to go, but maybe I should try getting back into it. If you're itching to try it out, there's a pretty nice fishing spot in Armorica. My throat's going very dry very quickly there, and you can hear it right now, like, ooh. See that little jetty over there? Cast your line around there and you'll get bites in no time. I appreciate the advice. Thanks for everything. A ripple of water's surface indicates a prime spot for fishing. After interacting with a fishing spot and selecting the proper rod and bait, Lloyd will cast his line. When the exclamation mark pops up, quickly press X to reel in Lloyd's catch. Be careful. The fish can get away with the bait. Information regarding caught fish is recorded in the fishing notebook. So give it a look. Alright, fine. Armorica Village has tons of real good fishing spots, so me and my buddies come out here often. Plus, they got a real good inn. So I take it you're a regular. You got that right. Hard to beat a place as comfortable and quiet as Armorica. By the way, you can find the Fisherman's Guild on East Street. If you're in the area, make sure to stop by for a minute. I'll try. Yay. Fishing. Farm work requires love and dedication. We make sure to treat every single crop like it was a child of ours. when our fields were hit by the attack. I'm sure you can imagine how much that hurt the village, right? Our little crops that we worked so hard to raise, destroyed. It was like finding out our very own child had gotten hurt. Aww. The morning after the incident, I found my truck covered head to toe in these ugly scratches. Goddess, it pisses me off every time I remember. You're gonna pay. This here truck's crucial to the village's business. Whoever did this has hell to pay. Anyway, these scratch marks definitely came from some kind of canine. Sorry, hard to control my accent whenever I get overexcited. Why was I born that way? Never happens to my sister Amelia. Huh? Want to know about the night those wolves attacked? I know it's been about 3 weeks since then. Sorry, I don't remember much more than that. Okay, let's do the fishing then. Sorry, American cop, but you're about to get schooled. Schooled? Where did everyone else go? They just died. Just poof. Faded from existence. Which rod will you use? The only one I've got. Earthworm Jim. Sorry? I'm doing the same technique I had in Sky. We'll see if it works. Seems to. Ooh. Oh, hello, tiger rockfish. There we go. Wanted the carp into it. Ooh, tender whitefish. Oh, well, I think I'll leave it at that one then. Some water zephyr. This has an exclamation. Ash Tree Inn recommended special. Rustic Amaris. Amaris? Can't say I've tried it before. But what about you guys? I think I may have. The recipe is written right there, so we might as well jot it down. Why would they put the recipe on the board? Why? Seems strange. Well, at least we've got a new recipe. Mr. Hayworth told us that he's going to be heading home soon. Don't you just love him? He's so kind, genuine, and handsome. Can you believe he's married? Even has a kid. Oh, I am so jealous of his wife. If you're looking for Mr. Hayworth, he's up on the 2nd floor. I hope he comes back soon. Huh? You want information on those wolves? Well, the fields that I'm in charge of were damaged a little bit, so that wasn't great. Bear in mind, no one actually saw the beasts, so they might be smarter than we think. Fields that I'm in charge of were damaged a bit by the wolves. Definitely a challenge to get everything back in working order. Munch. Munch. Your Amaris is the real deal, Gofan. If I could have a plate of this on my deathbed, I could die happy. Good to hear the cooking is worth the effort. Excuse us, sorry to interrupt. God, that look on his face like, you what? Here I am trying to enjoy a meal, and you come interrupting? How dare you? Can I help you? Yes, actually. You see, we're from the Crossbell Police Department. We were curious to know if you had any details regarding the wolf attack. Can you remember anything at all? That incident 3 weeks ago, you mean? Well, I always thought it was funny that the beast attacked early in the morning, when everyone was fast asleep. If you think about it, it's almost as if they knew exactly what time to attack. Yes. Anyway, the village was just unlucky. That's the only way I can make sense of this craziness. That's about all I'd be able to tell you too. Most of the guests I've talked to didn't see anything either. That's unfortunate. And here I was hoping for some solid evidence right off the bat. Well, that's how investigations go. Answers only show up when you're patient and steadily gather information. That may be, but do you think we can take a break? My stomach is going to implode. Oh, you folks haven't eaten yet? This is the perfect opportunity to get you four hooked on the inn's speciality omurice. The bill's on me. No, that's not necessary, sir. It's fine, just think of it as my way of making some new friends. Or just think of it as a marketing tactic. Next time you visit Armorica Village, come stop by the Ash Tree Inn for lunch. Can't refuse that generosity, can we? Lloyd, we might as well take him up on his kind offer, if that's the case. I second that notion. Well, okay, I guess. We'd love some Amaris. Good deal. Why don't you folks find yourselves an empty table while I whip up your meal? In only a few minutes, 4 steaming plates of Amaris were brought to Lloyd's table. The SSS, after demolishing the deliciously simple meal, had completely recovered from their long hike to Armorica Village. Oh, that was the scene? Oh, lovely. The day before the attack, everyone in the village went to sleep early because they had to wake up at dawn for work. It was like the monsters were waiting for the perfect time to strike. Yes, weren't they? Say whatever you want. We were just unlucky. That's the only explanation that makes sense to me. The damage to the village as a whole ended up being not that serious. That's something to be thankful for, at least. Really hope this doesn't happen to us again, though. Most people who tend to the fields come back during lunchtime. Can't say that business is booming, but we manage. I'm just happy to keep this place running for my regulars. Mr. Hayworth usually spends the night here when he's in town, you know? I consider him a regular, so I toss him something free of charge every now and then. Alright. He's still my prime suspect because he's too nice. He's too nice. Oh, you just met with Chief Talter. You're a merchant from Crossbell City, aren't you? I guess you heard about that from the village chief. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Harold Hayworth. I run a small-scale business operation out of Crossbell City. Are you 4 here to purchase something as well? No, that's not it. The SSS introduced themselves and explained the reason they came to Armorica Village. Oh, you came from the CPD. My apologies. The Special Support Section? That name sounds so familiar. Where in the world did I hear that? Oh, of course, the Crossbell Times. I take it you read that article on us? About that. Please try not to let that influence your opinion of us. There's no need to get all worked up about it. All I see is a group of individuals who are working hard in a newly formed division of the CPD. Sure, that article may have been overzealous with the sarcasm, but to be honest, I thought it genuinely tried to paint your efforts as earnest. Do you really think so? I suppose it could be interpreted like that, from a more optimistic perspective. Well, we sort of know the author. That said, I think you might be giving her too much credit. Anyway, you mentioned wolf-like monsters. I heard talk of a similar incident that took place over at St. Ursula Medical College. I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't anxious. Do you have some sort of partnership with St. Ursula as well, Mr. Hayworth? Yes, I do. You see, I wholesale medical supplies to them every so often. Rumor has it that someone there was injured during the attack. Also, wasn't there some damage over in mines, too? Unfortunately so. The Guardian Force is conducting a search there as we speak. That's reassuring. Perhaps I should pay mines a visit as well, then. By the way, Mr. Hayworth, something has me curious. I heard you were more than generous with your offers on the goods you came to purchase today. The village chief must really enjoy talking today. I wasn't exactly doing it as charity or anything like that. Armorica's specialty items, especially their honey, received glowing reviews these past few months. I simply wanted to use this opportunity to leave a good impression on the people here. Nothing but a harmless marketing strategy. Not too shabby. I imagine earning a client's trust is vital in any sort of business. If that's the case, you must be running a smooth operation. No, I still have a lot to learn. I'm still a greenhorn in the realm of business. Also, allow me to apologize. I sincerely wish I had more pertinent information to give you. No, please, sir, don't let that bother you. After all, we should be the ones apologizing, taking up all of your precious time like this. Not at all. Best of luck to you all with your investigation. I wasn't near the area where the damages occurred. I'm really sorry I can't be any help, everyone. If those attacks continue throughout Crossbell, I imagine most of the public will be on edge. Special Support Section, please continue to do your best in your investigation. You have my full support. Sure that your investigation will clear the fog surrounding these attacks. It's quite dense at the moment. I have faith in you four. Continue to work hard in your investigation. You have my full support. Still don't trust you, mate. Still don't trust you. Just don't trust you. Something suspicious going on here. Darn wolves sneaking into the village. Something that outrageous would never happen in Crossbell City. This entire situation sucks. Why the heck would my mom want to move to a place like this? The recent attack gave me quite the fright, considering how peaceful it was that night. I could hardly believe my eyes. I know we're living out in the countryside, but it's still a bit unnerving to see monsters wandering into civilized areas. Well, we're going to end this part here then. In the next part, we'll continue our investigation, I suppose. So we'll see you then. Ta-ta for now. Wait. Crossbell. Pink hair.